Because even through the losses, there are always great victories. No matter your losses, no matter your rejections, no matter your failures, keep living.
Because they never change their identity. So the identity of a fat dude, they'll eventually get back to that body weight again. Same as an athlete.
Jesse Jackson's message to these kids was that ambition is a moral imperative.
When I made a decision to follow my destiny, I felt that calling my destiny was calling me. That's one small step for man would choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other thing. Not because they're easy, but because they're hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best, our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept, one we are willing to perform.
No matter what you have going on in your life right at this moment, keep living. Because through the pain, you can bring forth your passion. Let it resonate through your soul, through your veins, in your mind, and press on. So today, and for the rest of my life, my pain will always be my passion. I know that I have life yet to live.
Okay? So if you really believe you're a 75-degree type hitter, you're a 280 hitter, and it's 10 games into the year and you're hitting 340, I promise you it's going to seem random, but you're going to go into a slump. I promise you you're going to cool your life back down. You're going to get your batting average back to 280 again, because that's your identity. You get out of everything in your life what your identity is. So over and over and over again, you must be working on how great you think you are, what you're worthy of, what you deserve, because you get out. The way you change your identity is this. You change your identity. Listen to me on this. Remember this when I leave. You change your identity because it's based on what you believe you're worth, what you believe you deserve. So you could change your identity by becoming a better hitter. No question about it, right? Maybe you drop your elbow, you're too wide, you're close, whatever. I don't know, okay? You could change it that way.
For my mother and father, I will live. For my wife and children, I will live. For those that trust and believe in me, I will live. But this is all I can do. And there is no turning back. So, ladies and gentlemen, I say to you all, continue to live your life. Let your pain be your passion. And even if you're hurting inside, turn it around, make it burn through your veins, let it burn through your heart and soul, and let it resonate and be powerful than you've ever been in your life. My pain will continue to flow. But I understand that through my pain, my passion.
But the way you really change your identity easier is you believe you're worth it. You believe you deserve it. So for a dude like you, who's got good ability, but maybe you're not the greatest, you trick yourself into raising your identity by telling yourself over and over again, and by outworking everybody, because you begin to believe you deserve results dudes at other schools who aren't working like you get. The way someone like you changes their career, whether it's in baseball or in life, is you start thinking, I'm gonna outwork everybody so that I begin to deserve stuff other people don't deserve. And so then when you're hitting 340, you believe you belong there, you're a 90-degree hitter, and it stays there or goes better. So how you do everything is how you do one thing. How you do one thing is how you do everything. So you need an identity as a player, but the team needs one. This is what would be the most proud moment for me for UOP. It's not that you guys win 60 games, which I'd love you to do, okay?
You have a timeline for when you want your dream to become a reality. That don't mean your dream listened to you, baby. I'm not coach right now, and your conscience. You're in a fight between will and skill. I say will first because that's where you are locked and loaded with skill. Practicing every day you're putting in the work, you're buying everything. You're making an investment, you're living your dream, you're walking like your dream.
It's not about clearing out your closet. whole set of circumstances can bend you over. What your daddy did to you, what your mama didn't do for you, can bend you over and keep you an emotional cripple for a long time. There's some people here who are still spinning from things that's happened years ago, and you can't shake it. It's got you crippled and you can't straighten up. Every time you straighten up, you can only go so far. Because it's not only a problem of health, it's a problem of habit. You're used to being bent over. Because you can be bent over so long, you don't even know how to straighten up. And things aren't straightening out. They aren't getting better. You remain crippled in your situation.
Sometimes you got to talk to yourself. Sometimes you got to say to yourself, now you know better than that. Sometimes you got to talk to yourself. When you see somebody you don't like, or somebody who gets on your nerves, you got to talk to yourself. You got to talk yourself into some stuff.
To be a good person, you have to have ambition. You have to try to do something good with your life. You have to try to get out of where you are today or make where you are a better place tomorrow. You have to, or anything else is a waste. Mr. Jackson knew that his contribution to life began with America's youth, where he could make a difference before bad attitudes and bad habits took over for good. He went to make a difference with the disadvantaged youth of America. What an admirable mission. I'm sure you know that the same principles he teaches apply to you. When you get up tomorrow morning and are standing in front of the mirror getting ready for the day, remind yourself that you are somebody, that you are important.
You're surrounding yourself around. We're dreaming you've got mentors, everything. You put in your working, you got your skill. Now it's a test of your will. It's a mindset thing right now. It's a mindset thing. Because your challenge. Ain't moving your mountain, it's not. Moving you don't feel like you're making. Any progress you're not physically. Moving when you see everything else around you and other people around you. Moving you not making progress, you're in the test of your will right now.
And then you got to talk to yourself. You got to tell yourself, don't do it. Don't go that way. Danger, dangerous intersection. You have to be able to talk yourself out of some stuff, because a whole lot of stuff I would not have gotten into had I talked to myself.
We've got a chance to grow like never before, but I'm telling you, there's going to be many enemies that's going to try to prevent us. Whatever threatens you, I'm asking you to threaten it back. Take care of your responsibility. If somebody wants to destroy your chances for a good future by their negative talk, negative thinking, putting it all down, I'm telling you, walk away if you have to, walk away. Whatever threatens you, threaten it back. Whatever threatens your opportunity, threaten it back. Now, some of our enemies are on the outside, but here's the most important thing to understand. Some of our enemies are on the inside. You got to do battle with your own indifference. And you've got to learn not only to nourish your values, you've got to learn to do battle with your enemies.
And that you can make the changes that will move you closer to your ideal future. Listening to the words of people like Jesse Jackson are of total importance, because motivation, lasting motivation, is backed with education. Many of these people have written books on their journeys. These books tell the stories and give the secrets that we can all learn from. Let's say you decided to take a trip, just a short one, maybe for a weekend. Let's say you want to go away to a place you've never been before. Wouldn't you want to find someone who had been there? Ask them a few questions. What's the best way to get there? The safest route? The quickest route? What do I need to bring to be totally prepared? What fun things should I look for on the way? What dangers do I need to avoid? By talking with someone who has already been there, it'll make your trip that much more enjoyable.
Life says it has a little more test for you. You can look at your challenge with skill, and we'll see it just as that. A challenge, or you can look at your challenge with will and see it as much. Understand this and listen to me clearly. You may forget this face, you may forget. This voice, you may forget who told you. But get your pads out, don't ever forget. These words that I'm about to tell you. If you want to be great in this life, you only have one choice, gentlemen. You only have one choice. You can make choices that just get you. Remember,